Up life. Only way to go is up in life, man. We already been down at the bottom now. The only way to go is straight to the top. Don't ever let them hold you down in life, man. The only way to go is up. You know what I mean? Get your money up. Stay up. You know? Everything is about up. That's why I'm up life. You know what I'm saying? Because we only going straight to the top. All the way up. And you should too. Alright, let's go. So today, man, I'm here to talk about Vybz Kartel and, what happened with the relationship between him and his lawyer, But before I get into that, let's dissect a few things. Vybz Kartel just got out of jail less than a year ago, and he been selling out arenas all over, man. Like sold out the Barclays Center in Brooklyn twice, 2 nights in a row. Sold out the arena in Florida, and selling out other stadiums and shows. Sold out the stadium in Jamaica. So he definitely doing his thing. Gotta give him his props. He's definitely the king of this era right now. And we're not gonna compare him to whether Beenie Man the king or he's the king. Beenie Man definitely was the king in his era. Vybz Kartel definitely the king in his era, and there's plenty other kings that's doing their thing too. Popcorn, a young king, a new thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm so busy signal, all of them, man. Like shout out to all the dudes, man. Alkaline, all of them doing it. We're not gonna compare them and say, oh, this and oh that. We just gonna support the whole culture and the whole movement. And because we want to see them win. So with that being said, Vybz Kartel did like 13 and a half years in jail for murder. They accused him of murdering his friends for a missing shoes. If y'all know what a missing shoes is, you already know what I'm talking about. YouTube have a lot of policies, so I can't really say certain things because my last video that I upload definitely struck me for a lot of things. So I gotta learn as I go. So yeah, Vybz Kartel, they convict him of that, and then he did like 13 and a half years in jail. While he was there, he went for his appeal. He won his appeal, and the sentence got overthrown. So he has no criminal record or anything like that. He's like a free man now. And but a lot of people have mixed feelings about that whole situation and whether he's guilty or whether he's not. Whether he's guilty or not, I think he served his time, especially in the Jamaican jail with a lot of corruption and just a lot of crooked stuff going on, And yeah, we do want to see Jamaica get better and society in Jamaica get better, but we also want to see the law and the justice system get better too. We definitely want to see people held accountability, account for the action, and if they do wrong or anything like that. So we definitely want to have a law structure lifestyle where people can live and feel comfortable and not feel scared and feel like the cops ain't gonna protect them or the cops gonna kill them or anything like that, or if somebody killed a family member, like the ain't no justice gonna be served. So it's a lot of work. There's a lot of things they working on. So I'm not just gonna say they need to work on it. They working on a lot of things. Jamaica is getting better as far as society and developing more and more every day. So shout out the government, shout out to the police, shout out to the citizen and everybody from Jamaica. Shout out to the whole entire Jamaica, because we love our island. So we definitely want to see it do better. But with that being said, a lot of people have mixed feelings on whether Vybz Kartel is innocent or guilty. His friends was definitely involved in a lot of criminal activity with all of them, so as Vybz Kartel. So we don't need to act like, oh, they're all innocent. Vybz Kartel said it. He was Father Devil at one point. He was an evil man at one point. And even though we loved his music, but from what the streets been saying, I don't know him personally, but from what the streets been saying, like there's been a lot going on with Vybz Kartel, man. He had problems with a lot of people, and he even admitted that himself. And yo, on the don't come for me, I come send nobody for me for speaking my mind and let you know what I'm thinking and what's real. Like I don't think Vybz Kartel have a problem with me speaking on what I'm speaking on now. Because he's like that. He like people to give their opinion, and he speak his mind and say what he want to say. So I'm not here to bash him or down him or anything like that. We're just speaking facts and what's going on. You know, he said he's a changed man, and we love that for Vybz Kartel. We seen him fix relationship with Popcorn since he been out. You know, because he was upset about Popcorn just he signed Popcorn when Popcorn just came out, and he went to jail, and Popcorn just went and did his own thing to a different label, which I think was the right thing, especially if you don't know what's going on with Vybz Kartel. But you know, like Vybz Kartel said, he should at least talk to him and let him know, like, yo, I'm going over here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Same thing with Tommy Lee Sparta. You know, all of them. It had a little issue, especially when a man just going to jail and, you know, all this thing going through your head. You're in jail for murder, and then you feel like everybody just going there. But them dudes made better for themselves. So it seemed like they made the best move, and they turned out successful. So shout out to Tommy Lee Sparta, Popcorn, the Unruly Boss. Shout out to Not Nice, the producer, one of the greatest producers Vybz Kartel had. Produced a lot of hits for Vybz Kartel. Even him and Vybz Kartel had a bad relationship before he went to jail. And then he came out, and we seen that they fixed all that relationship. Ja Vinci, all of them. You know, even Black Rhino he brought out in Stadium in Brooklyn on the stage. Gaza Hindu, the whole team. Lisa Hype, even though that relationship was like put back together, I don't think they ever had like bad blood. And then like the photo that was released before Vybz Kartel went to jail, and like I said, Vybz Kartel, if you release that photo without her consent, I was wrong. But if she consent to release that photo or that video of her doing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta say too much. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Then you should apologize to her, and that was wrong. And I think you feel the same way too, you know. And I think you did apologize to her. I think he did apologize to her, because you see their relationship was good. But Lisa Hyper went on a rant after that on live, and you know, said some bad things about Vybz Kartel. We don't know if it's true or not, but we don't feel like she should have came on the internet and said all them things. She should have called Vybz Kartel personally and talked to him about what's going on. You grew up with this man. Y'all grew up together, and you know, like I feel like y'all should have handled that behind closed door, even though we don't close the door on top. But you know what I'm with? I felt like she should have handled that more mature, and keep it going. Especially the man just came home after 13 years, you know. So I think she tried to destroy his relationship. His relationship with Sidem, because you don't know one Sidem and Sidem don't sit up. All of my hype up themselves, Sidem and Sidem. So big up to Sidem, you know. That's Vybz Kartel wife, for who don't know. And you know, I don't know if that relationship with him and Lisa Hyper can be fixed again after she did that and said all the things about him on the internet, and then the whole world see it. Like, that ain't stopping. That, you know, he just kept going. He pushing positivity. He said he's not on that vibes he won, that vibes he was on before he went to jail. He's a changed man. He's a different man, you know. It's all about God for him, his family, and his music, and love for the culture and the people. And I'm quite sure since Vybz Kartel got out of jail, a lot of people start doing better financially, you know, because he got a movement going on. So think about all the people that's getting paid off what he got going on. And like I say, a lot of people have mixed feelings whether or not if he killed his friend and but you shouldn't get involved into criminal activity if you're not willing to deal with the consequences. You know, not saying Lizard deserved to get what he got, but you know, if you join the cartel or you join any type of gang out here, and if something happened to you, like, that's what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, we know they was crazy. They was doing a lot in the streets, you know? So that's my personal opinion on that. Lizard should have just went and got a job and just been working a regular job, or became like a soldier or a police officer or something like that, the better Jamaican. But they all was just doing crazy stuff at that time. They was young and dumb, and they mature and moved on. We don't know if he killed Lizard or not. We don't know. We just all speculating, and you know, that's what he was in jail for. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not really here to really talk about that. I'm just breaking it down and what, you know, happened to lead up to him being free, with Isaac Buchanan being his lawyer, the one that got him out of jail, with his team of lawyers. It wasn't just Isaac Buchanan or Isaac Buchanan. Yo, Mr. Lawyer, my apology if I'm not pronouncing your name right, whether it's Isaac Buchanan or Isaac Buchanan, you could correct me. whenever you feel like it, a comment, make a video, alright, because we definitely want to hear from you. It's at Canada. Why you and Vybz Kartel fell out. We also want to hear from Vybz Kartel of why him and his lawyer fell out. I personally think that they fell out over money. I feel like it's that Canada was trying to extort Vybz Kartel for like $1 million for freeing them. $1 million? Crazy money that, bro. Crazy money. $2,000 was good enough, if that's what he gave you. But I think $200K US was cool. Asap Buchanan could have kept $200K, split $100K with his lawyer, and I know they looking at it like, yo, that's the world boss. He got money and all that. For 13 years, how you know his money ain't dried up? You know what I'm saying? He had to take care of his kids, his family, all that. That's what he said from jail. So as a lawyer and as a man that used to be in the street, Asap Buchanan, you should understand that. Took what you got, and then you see the shows that he's doing right now, selling out arena, you would have been there with him. Could just see him replace him with Scatter. I big up Scatter. But Scatter had a new dread around Vybz Kartel, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up the Scatter, man. But back to that, like, seriously though, I think something happened because when I check Vybz Kartel Instagram, I don't see Vybz Kartel following Asap Buchanan. And when I check Asap Buchanan or Asap Buchanan Instagram, I don't see him following Vybz Kartel. Hey, Sean Stein, neither is Monsters. What happened? Let's talk about it, man. So we all know who Asap Buchanan is. That's Vybz Kartel lawyer that freed him from that 13 and a half years prison sentence. And I think other lawyers would have did it too, but let's give him his credit for doing it, So he did it, got Vybz Kartel free on his appeal, won his appeal. We all see they went to London, the UK, the Privy Council, all that, traveling. Everything was broadcast, so we see what was going on. And Asap Buchanan did his thing. Vybz Kartel came out while he was out. We seen him doing live with Vybz Kartel. They had videos going on. Vybz Kartel went to his campaign because he's running for like something in his in St. Thomas. I'm not sure if it's the mayor, the leader of that district, but he's into the politics now. Vybz Kartel was definitely helping him, but Vybz Kartel realized that wasn't the right route for him, which is true. He should stay away from politics in Jamaica. As a matter of fact, he should just stay away from anything involving into Jamaica that ain't got to do with his music and his family and his wife and stuff like that, because there's too much corruption going on in Jamaica for him to do so many times in jail and come out and want to be involved with none of that. I wouldn't. May I just move from Jamaica like he did? Because we know the cops will kill you. There's a lot of corruption going on. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like, yo, you won one on us, we gonna get you. But they feel like Vybz Kartel should have still been in jail for life or a long more time. And a lot of people have mixed feelings on whether he should have got out or he should still be in jail. I think it's time served, even if he was guilty. Even if he didn't win his appeal, I think they should have let him out on time served. Because how that situation happened, that's a manslaughter if he was guilty. Because there's so much unsubstantial evidence. You know what I mean? Like, they had the video with him, they saying, talking about what happened. But that video got tampered with by the police. Once the police tamper with your video or mess with your video while it's in the evidence room, we know that video is going to get thrown out in court no matter where you at in the world. So once that evidence get thrown out, they couldn't use that against you no more. So what would they convict him on? Or the witness? I mean, maybe they would have convicted him on the witness, but that would have been manslaughter. They didn't find the body. They didn't have no DNA proof. They didn't have no cell phone connecting to any tower or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much evidence they didn't have. And you need evidence in court. And like I say, if he did it, that's why you need to stay away from things that you know you're not ready for. You know what I'm saying? Don't join gang if you're not ready to deal with the consequences. So I said, don't go power bad man If you know a bad man role, I ain't ready to deal with certain things. The bad man way. You see what I say? No, that alone. Go get a job. You see what I say? Is that should have become a police officer or a soldier? Should I just say, yo, but the power with them Gaza man, because them man are sick. Yeah. So with that being said, man, Vybz Kartel did his 13 and a half years. He got his appeal overthrown, and now he's a free man. He doesn't have any conviction. Now he's selling out arenas. He sold out the Barclays Center 2 nights in a row, selling out the arena in Florida, sold out the stadium in Jamaica, and he just been selling out shows in the UK. He's going on a world tour, so he definitely doing his thing. So Sat Buchanan should have been patient for that $1 million that I think he was trying to extort Vybz Kartel for. And Sat Buchanan, or I Sat Buchanan, I think he was trying to get that $1 million. 100, 200K was good enough. Take that 100K, split it with your teammate. You kept 100K. When you're like, I free the world boss. This is the world boss. I'm rich, the dog rich. But you would have been rich. Give it time. Quite sure the world boss would have linked up and said, yo, walnut, yo, walnut, yo, walnut. That's what happened with all these people when he got out. They all had their hands out. They should have did what Popcorn did. Had a nice gift for the boss. If y'all claim that y'all boss. You know what I'm saying? You see, Russian gift, show appreciation. Now keep always have your hand out. Wah, 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 wah. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's rich, so what? You can go buy that, but so what? It's just that feeling like somebody giving you something. It feels really good, no matter how much you got. You know? You feel like you're somebody. You're somebody too. You deserve to be given things. So they forget that. And that's what Lisa Hyper and that relationship with Vybz Kartel got wrong, because they say she wanted more. She wanted this, she wanted that. They all should have been patient. And they say she was stealing, so we're not sure. And then she came on live and had a whole rant about Vybz Kartel, said a lot of bad things about Vybz Kartel. Whether they're truth or not, we don't know. We don't know if they're truth or not. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all think Sat Buchanan was trying to extort Vybz Kartel for that $1 billion, man. Because I think he was trying to extort it for somebody, and Vybz Kartel wasn't going it. Because like I say, I checked the Instagram. They're not following each other no more. And they always showing him love. They always, y'all mind this, I'm a liar or free me. They had pictures of him in their house. Now they said my sister show him on, so want to show a Vybz Kartel picture. You don't see the lawyer picture no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if Vybz Kartel had the picture of the lawyer still in his house in Jamaica. Maybe you do, maybe you not. But Vybz Kartel, man, come let us know what happened, man. Come let us know, because we know you're a public figure. We know you share your life with us. You let us know everything that's going on in your life. So I'm sure you don't have a problem letting us know. I did squatting on, way on. And it's Sat Buchanan, you can come out and let the people know also what happened. Because something happened. Y'all can't tell us nothing didn't happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Something happened between Vybz Kartel and his lawyer. We need to know what's going on. Because with enough like that, is that people business. Yeah, I saw what they said. So hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. And let us know what you think about, Vybz Kartel since he's been out. If you think he should have got out, if you think he should have still been in there. But that man is a free man. He's pushing nothing but positivity. And I'm happy to see him living his life, Even though he can't get back his 13 years, I know he's still trying to be happy, and that's hard when you done lose 13 years in your life. The money is hard to replace that. Money can't buy happiness. He had a song saying money can't buy a friend. He got to make a new song saying money can't buy happiness. But he's trying his best, so I wish him the best of luck on his music, the best of luck with his family, his wife, and everything, because he's doing it better than I can. You know what I'm saying? I got to work on my thing with my family and plenty of relationships, So big up the world boss, one and only Uplight. Until next time.